Time for revenge. Boston in Montreal to take on the Habs. The Boston that beat us twice this season. And it's not the same Boston. And the hangout starts now. Hey, everybody. I'm Rick. Welcome to Talking Habs. Thanks for joining me. We got the Bruins in town. Get some revenge. They beat us handily 6-4 and 6-3 earlier this season, and they are just not the same team since January 1st. They're like at the bottom now. I think they're fourth from the bottom for the for a top playoff spot. Anyway, we're gonna get some revenge tonight, I hope. Anyway. So we got, like I said, the Bruins. I've got some stuff, news about the game. I've got stats for the game, and I got the guess the score contest. Guess the score of the game and the first goal scorer of the game, and you can pick that guy from either team. And if you're the first person in the chat with that guess, and you got to be from Canada, and if you are, you win the $10 cash prize directly into your bank account via Interact. We have not had a winner this year, so good luck, everybody. Give your guesses in the chat. Mine is 6-3 Montreal. I'm going to give the first goal to Brendan Gallagher because why not? 6-3 Montreal, Galley first goal. Okay, let's get to what I got, then I'll get to you guys. So just hang on. Since the Four Nations tournament, the Habs have played 18 games. Nick Suzuki has 27 points, and Lane Hudson has 21 points in those 18 games. Suzuki is seventh in scoring among all NHL centers in those games, and Hudson is fourth in scoring among all NHL defensemen. I don't know if Aiken is out there, but Aiken, suck it! Jacob Fowler will sign an ATO with Laval, even though Aiken assured me he knew better than I did because he's better connected or some shit like that. And turns out this old man was right. This old man. And this is according to Cam Robinson, who was one of the sources that was quoted to me the other night. In contrast to my previous statement made yesterday, it now seems highly likely that Jacob Fowler will sign an ATO and join Laval upon return from their road trip. This is yeah, he's gonna. I'm not comprehending for some reason. I don't know. Maybe I'm old. He's just gonna sign and play in Laval, and he's got to decide because if he goes to Laval, he can't come up and play any games in Montreal till next season at the earliest. I think that's the way he's gonna go, and I think that's the way to go for him. And so Jacob Fowler will be signed, sealed, and delivered hopefully in the next day or two or something like that. Oliver Kapanen is back with the Habs. He's not in the lineup tonight, but he is back, and he is listed as scratched. So Oliver Kapanen, his season in Sweden is over, and he's here. The East-West race. Okay, so this is a must-win or, have to go to OT in this game. A regulation loss drops Habs out of the wild card 2 and New York Rangers in. It's a must-win in terms of staying ahead of the Rangers and Jackets. So, yes, I'm going to call this a must-win game. Does it mean that they can't still go on? No, it's not that kind of must-win, but all right. Montreal is 4-3-3 in their last 10, 19-12-5 at home. And Boston is 1-8-1 in their last 10, 11-23-3 on the road, and they've lost their last 9 games. Does that mean they're due? I hope not. The Boston Bruins in those 9 games have scored more than 2 goals only twice. Special teams for Montreal will be a key. You're going to see that. Monty is Monty versus Swayman tonight. So Sam Montembeault versus Jeremy Swayman. And the refs are Jake Brink and TJ Luxmore. Um, Stats, power play percentage, and here's where you're going to find out why special teams are going to be key. 15.3% for Boston, 21.2% for Montreal. Penalty kill percentage, 76.3 for Boston, 80.3 for Montreal. So on both those numbers, Montreal's got better. They're better. So now in an individual game, that might not mean anything, but let's hope it does. Face-off percentage, 51.7 for Boston, 50.9 for Montreal. Goals for per game, 2.61 for Dem and 2.99 for Montreal. And goals against per game, 3.29 for the Bruins, 3.31 for Montreal. Goalies tonight, Jeremy Swayman, 20, 27, and 6, 3.12 goals against, 8.92 save percentage, 4 shutouts. Sam Montembeault, 27, 23, and 6, 2.90 goals against, 8.99 save percentage, and 4 shutouts. Boston lines are Zaka, Geeky, and Pasternak, Lindholm, Kepke, and Lysell, Middlestat, Kuznutinov, and Letteri, Beecher, Lauko, Brown, and Zadorov and Yokiharu, first pair, Wotherspoon and Peak, second pair, Loryan Mitchell, third pair. For Montreal, lines will not change from the last few games. Suzuki, Caulfield, Slavkovsky, Newhook, Heineman, Laine, Dvorak, Anderson, Gallagher, Evans, Pizzetta, Armia, Matheson and Carrier, Goulian, Hudson, Struble, and Savard, or Savar. All right. Let's see who's here. And as we wait for the national anthems and the game to start. All right. I don't know where Matt is. He's supposed to be here, but Wonderphil first in the chat. The Bruins without Marchand, Bergeron, Chara, Lucic, Julian, Campbell, Thomas, Rask. Well, I mean, those guys are long gone, except for Marchand. I guess it is a shallow team, though. Habs super win 5-3 Galley, first goal. ABL missed the last 2 games with these 2 playoffs that are not going well for the Cape Breton. Drakkar up 3-1 on the Eagles. Tonight's game, Habs 4-2 with Dan Daou getting the first goal. All righty. Elliot says 6-2 Habs. Doesn't want to give a first goal scorer. Joe, hey Joe, 5-3 Habs. Caulfield first goal. Phil saying he would call up Primo. I've heard talk about that. I kind of wrote that off last game, and I heard someone talking about it. Maybe it makes sense. If Dobish isn't going to get any more games, and I kind of thought he was going to play tonight, if that is the case, then maybe they should call up Primo and let Dobish go down to Laval and play. It can't be good for his development if you're not going to play him. Primo, by the way, 17 wins in 19 games, and maybe better than that. But I think that's what I read this morning, or yesterday. Johnny Cash, no Arbor. They're not changing a winning combination. I don't blame them. And this team's not good. Even Kastelik, I don't think, is in the lineup, so it's not even a tough team at all. BL says, I know you're excited after the Florida win, but guaranteeing this team is going to the playoffs might have been a little premature. If someone want to tell me where I guaranteed anything? I guarantee nothing. I said they're going to make the playoffs. I didn't say I guarantee you they're going to make the playoffs. And if I did it out of pure delirium, and I don't remember. I don't remember saying I guaranteed anything. So don't put words in my mouth, BL. Paul, 3-2 Montreal. First goal, Newhook. And how's the ice, Paul? David, 5-1 Habs, Matheson. I should put these up here, right? BL, Zaka and Geeky with Pasternak doesn't have quite the same ring as Marchand, Bergeron, and Past. Yeah, you're right. I mean, it's not the same team, obviously. Where's Matt? Good question. David, Tip, Boston has won 9 out of last 10. Tip, Boston has lost 9 out of their Last 10. Actually, Boston's lost 9 in a row. So I don't know where you get them have won. They have not won. If you're talking about against Montreal, that may be. It's going to end tonight. Alexandre. Hey, boys, I have the sports almanac from Back to the Future, and I can confirm the Habs are winning this one. That would be funny if it was actually that was a thing. Johnny Cash, 3-2, Habs. Cole Caulfield, first goal. Paul says, fast ice. BL, you said the team is making the playoffs. That's the same thing, isn't it? No. That's the same thing as me giving my opinion. The team is making the playoffs. Guaranteeing it is saying, I guarantee they're going to make the playoffs. I never did that. And I'm in no position to guarantee anything. That's all. Did I say, yeah, they're going to make the playoffs? Yeah, of course I said that. Where was I? Phil says, liar. The what? That sort of almanac was 1950 to 2000. There you go. Can't have this in there. Stay out of the tweet box. Not that bad with Boston's power play. Feel like it's been a long time since we played them. Early in December, we played them. December 1st, maybe? We're underway, by the way. I'm watching on Sportsnet, actually. Can you believe that? They have the game, and I can watch it. St. Louis is going to win the Stanley Cup, but I'm not going to guarantee it. Well, no. See, that is not really a valid opinion. Sure, you can have that opinion. It's not a very good one. There's a really good chance we're going to make the playoffs. Is there not? And if I feel that we're making the playoffs, I can say that without guaranteeing it. So, sorry. I ain't buying what you're selling. That's just how she is. Paul, I'm on Sportsnet. It could be up to like a minute behind. I can't help it, but it's a good feed. I'm not trying to get it somewhere else. And I'm not going to get a virus from this. So if I'm behind, I'm sorry. Just call me a Greek. St. Louis is not going to win the Jack Adams this year, though. I think he'll win it in his career, yeah. Oh. Madison all alone in there, and Swayman makes the save. They're birds in a tree outside Joe's window having an argument. Now, if you could tell me what they're saying, that would be surprising. Hey, Andre. They already played 3 minutes for you. I can't help that. So listen, I'll be here till like an extra half hour after it ends for you. For me, they played a minute and a half. Sorry, slow your TV down. I can't do anything to speed this up. And I would think next year when I have it through Crave, it's probably going to have similar. I hope it's more like Prime and not huge delays like Sportsnet, which sucks the bag. And I'll never give them any money again. And it's not a shopping bag that it sucks, okay? April 3rd, 1930, Habs win the Cup for their second or third one, I think. Oh, Lucas, listen, I'm not going to die if they don't make it. I was just giving you my opinion that I had said if they win the 2 games, here's a breakaway. Good save, Monty. That they were going to make the playoffs. As I said, when they played the Vegas Golden Knights on New Year's Eve, they won that one. And I said, they're making the playoffs. I didn't guarantee it. So far, I'm pretty close to being right now. I'm not Mr. Right. I'm Mr. Right now. Their third cup, baby? Yeah, okay. Wasn't sure. I know they didn't win too many in those first, 20 years. They're so noisy, you can't hear. Close your window. I'm not going to take offense to that, Phil. I'm not. I thought Cam was going to be here. Cam had told me, yeah, I'm going to be there. I asked Matt a few hours ago, you going to be here? Yeah, I'm going to be here. You see anybody here with me? Anywhere? Your windows are closed and they're still that loud. Oh, shit. Time to get the shotgun. Icing call against Montreal. Did they go out for beers together? Cam and Matt could have. Ajax, Ontario calling me for a survey or something. I don't know anybody there. I got 16:20 left, Paul. That's what I got left now. They stoppage and play.
Hello.
Oh, look, somebody showed up. Look at that.
I was hoping Alicia bring some stuff in the house. Now I'm trying to get the game on.
20 minutes late for that? 20 minutes late for that.
Yeah, because she got home at 7:10, so I had to run out. Relax, I'm here. Relax.
Listen, guys, I got the time I got. I can't help it on this one.
Are you watching on CBC or do you have a stream?
CBC tonight? No. I'm on Sportsnet Plus. They actually have it. Oh, Caulfield 2-on-1, and he shoots, and it went, I don't know, off something and out. Biel is asking you, are you DVRing The Bachelorette, Matt?
Nope.
Well, you're here, so you must be DVRing The Bachelorette. You can't be watching it at the same time. Yeah, that puck went off of Swayman's arm. Looked like to me. Matt, relax, man. Since when is Matt like a relaxed man? Oh, because he is always relaxed. Oh. He makes me nervous and anxious, but he's always relaxed. Smartsnet, that's what I was going to say. Sportsnet showing it coast to coast tonight. Throwing us all a bone. Oh, boys, 5 minutes in and you haven't scored a goal yet on this team? Jesus.
That's right. I got to watch the game on. I forgot they're playing. It's Boston. I got to watch it on Fubo because ESPN Plus is blacked out.
They do that to you too, eh?
I'm in Boston.
Yeah, I know, but like, why are you like not like? That's why you're getting the service so you can watch the Bruins. I mean, I'm not saying for you, but right. But they do. I saw their commercial Sportsnet, and I figured out how they get you. Because when you hook up, you don't realize that in their commercial it says over 1,000 out of market games. Last time I saw the commercial, it registered in my brain finally. They're telling you out of market games. You're not going to get it in your city if you're in
Right.
an NHL city. Should have known right off the bat. So for us slow people, it takes a while till you figure that out. I don't really drink tea, Joe. So, but I know what to do to relax. Just wait. You're gonna see. Watch and see. I know what to do to relax. You're not gonna see it, but I know what to do to relax. Thanks for the suggestion, Joe. We all remember that Matt is the former Bruins fan. It's been a long time though that since he was a Bruins fan, if ever, right? Well,
13, 14 years.
There you go. More than half his life. Commercial break here, by the way. So so far so good, but I haven't really caught enough of the action. But I think Montreal's doing okay. I wanted them to be like 2-0 already, but it's just that it's the kind of game that I worry that we'll lose this game, right? Boston lost 9 in a row. It's Boston Montreal, so the rivalry kind of motivates. And even though it's a bad Boston team, they're still going to elevate their play and stuff like that. Just make me worried. Are we underway? No. They can take their time, eh? Matt, have you heard of Carter Meyer and Finnegan Sears? Isn't that like and Finnegan's real name from Mr. Dress Up? Come on.
Nope.
Habs just took a penalty. Carrier tripped, I guess. Pasternak, something to Pasternak. That was a weird tripping call. No, right. Pastor tripped himself. Right, Bill? I kind of agree with that. 13:38 on mine right now. Waiting for the drop of the puck after the penalty call. I know St. Louis don't like it. Andy just, yeah, I like the way he hit Costa there. Cleared out anyway, not all the way down. They don't have much on their power play, right? Past that on the first wave. Who else? I mean, Geeky's been scoring goals. That's true. Lindholm has been. Good block by. Was that Gooley? Good block there. Yeah, David, that was a weak call, I think. Oh, I see who they are. Okay. So Matt didn't answer me, so I don't know.
No, I've never. I did. I said I've never heard of him.
Oh, you did say something? I didn't hear. I missed it.
Yeah.
Almost killed off. Good block. They're going to flip it out, and they killed off the power play. So it's 11:35 left in the first on my screen. Shots are 4-3 Montreal. No score in this game. I will be back on screen in just a minute if you want to see my pretty face. I really thought so Cam's not showing up then, right? He's told me he was. Right. Is that a surprise to me? Not really. Oh, Heineman all alone there. Man, he hasn't scored in like forever. Oh, boy. That's better. It was almost a mistake there by Line hanging that puck off. Come on. Well, Boston playing better than I would have given them, to be honest, coming into this game. Excuse me. It's just a lot of back and forth. Not much happening here in this game. Big hit there, though, by Bruin on the half. Oh, it's left. Let's do something. Oh, that was close. That was a good save by Swayman, but that caused some shit. Gooley was right there, and Swayman didn't like it. And now there is a scrum. Not much comes of it, though. Oh, yeah. Gooley took a swipe at the puck. Well, Swayman's face was down there, so. And they went to a commercial. Oh, my door just closed by itself. I wonder what that means. I guess the air from outside. Beautiful day here in Montreal today. It was supposed to rain all day, and it ended up not doing that, and pretty good.
All right. I finished dinner.
What's that?
Pretty fun back and forth game so far.
Yeah, back and forth, not much happening. A little bit, but not much.
Couple good chances here and there,
Yeah, but Listen, as long as Montreal gets a couple of goals, it could be the most uninteresting game. As long as they win, I don't care. But it makes it not great to watch. Paul writes, and I read it this way: Rick, my dress. And I'm going, Paul wears a dress? What the hell? He says, Mr. Dress Up. If you remember him, the kids used to call me that as he was my twin. Really? You look like Mr. Dress Up? Okay, gives me an idea what you look like. Really, so now you know what I look like. There you go. Awesome. Okay. So that's gonna be your new nickname now, Mr. Dress Up. So how's Casey and Finnegan? You seen them lately? The Meyer kid has 70 points, 42 goals, 28 assists in 29 games for the Rivers School. That's a high school. A prep school. Yeah, that's a prep school. That's a little early. And not to say you can't find guys there, but I wouldn't get crazy about a kid getting 70 points in prep school.
Well, that's what happened to Dean Letourneau. Like, he went off in prep school and then went to Boston College and sucked.
And nothing. So, yeah, that's why I wouldn't get,
I think.
You know, they made you grab a kid like that in the later rounds, but definitely not a high draft pick.
I remember you and I kind of wanted him. I think we both like Michael Hage too.
He looked really. I mean, Letourneau, I have to admit, but you know that's the problem when you get a kid out of high school. I think, sometimes works out, but a lot of times don't.
We took Michael Hage, so I'm happy. All's well that ends well.
Come on, boys. I guess Aiken didn't come back. I wanted to tell him about Fowler. He must be mad at me for giving him a 5-minute timeout.
Did Fowler sign yet?
No, but the guy Cam Robinson, who said that he is going to be going back to college, said today that he misspoke. It was a mistake. He was wrong, and it looks like he's going to sign an ATO with Laval.
Oh, what a hit. Pizzetta.
Because all the opinions I had heard were like, there's no way he's going back to college.
Oh, excuse me.
Matt Vogel says, I know we want to lose, but I really fucking hate this team. No offense to Rick and Matt. I love it. Love it. 8 minutes left on my screen. Shots are even at 5, and no score yet. I don't think. Well, I think Columbus is playing tonight. I think.
Yes.
So, if
the Rangers won last night,
if Columbus wins and Montreal loses, wouldn't they take the wild card 2 spot for the night at least because of the fact that they played less games?
Possibly.
I believe so. So it's a must-win here for Montreal to keep the wild card spot for another day, you know, like that, just to keep in there. It's a must-win. So they need at least a point to avert that from happening. So we'll see. I got 7:17 left as well, Paul. Just waiting for a face-off, though, so that you might be ahead a little bit. Happened.
Rick, you might be. I think you and I are pretty much on time for once.
Well, I got 7:10 right now.
Oh,
no, and Swayman just made a save on a wrist shot by Heineman, I think. We're waiting for another face-off. Boston is outplaying them. I wouldn't say that. I would, if you want to say they're, it's pretty even. I'll go with that. I don't know. I'm going to say outplaying them. Yeah, Bill, you're way ahead of me. What can I say? I guess I can't help it. Nothing I can do. On Saturday, I will be on TV watching it. So it'll be better.
That'll be fun. I'll be here for that. I think Alex and Eric are going to try to be on too.
Yeah, I didn't get any confirmation from anybody, so. And tomorrow we were all talking, for Ovi, we gotta do. Well, tomorrow he's at home with 3 goals to go. Nobody wants to do a stream.
I'd do it, but that's my date night.
Yeah, I get it. I said not you, but and Alex, but I mean that's when it's gonna maybe happen. What can I do? And if not, probably he's gonna do it by Saturday. Ovi plays 12:30, I think, against Chicago, or that's not. No, he's at their home to Chicago tomorrow. Sunday at 12:30 they play. I got to figure he's probably going to do it in one of those 2 games, and maybe at the least tie the record. I mean, anyway,
good stuff, Marty. A strong shoulder.
They are fighting pretty hard there, working hard. And I want to say for the Bruins, I think the 3rd period for them is not a good period, if I remember, but I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I'll be back on camera now in a minute. So if you really miss my face, well, you're going to get to see it. Ottawa has had their better streaks without. So is Kachuk not in the lineup? Is that what you're saying? Joe, you're ahead. Yeah, well, but Sportsnet is like one of the worst for being behind. It is one of the worst. Also, I want to say, okay, it's not this Monday. The following Monday. Oh, yeah, that Chicago game. That's right. That's going to be on Prime. Good work there. Swayman with the save. With under 4 to go anyway. And they're going to go again and make some money with some commercials. Just to show off in time, Baby says 4K TV. What does that mean? 4-minute Bell Android app on Shield. Same room, 4 minutes, 30 seconds. What does that mean exactly? What time? Anyway, I'm in a commercial break right now. NHL TV is notorious. Yeah, but so is Sportsnet. They tell you they're always going to be 30 to 60 seconds delayed. Always. I finally read like their little, the small print. And yeah. So not much I can do. But I mean, it's on here tonight, and I can, for it's not blacked out. I'm going to use it. I don't get to use something that it was paid for, and I can hardly use it. Oh, your TV was at 4 minutes. The Android box was at 4 minutes, 30 seconds. Yep. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, right? We're all watching it in different ways, and we're kind of all at different times. So it doesn't really matter where I'm going to be. We're not all going to be at the same time. That's the way it is today. Whoa, what kind of hit was that on Slap? No penalty there? I don't know, that looks suspicious. All right. Well, if it's important, they just stoppage and play, 3:24 left. Just happened. Does that help anybody? Anybody feel better? Yeah, I mean, what was that? Didn't that look dirty though by Zadorov? He's a dirty player. That's why he takes so many goddamn penalties. So shouldn't that have been a penalty? Maybe not. Big hit on Yoki Haru by Heineman. And then puck is iced.
Rick, what do you get for time now?
3:18, waiting for a face-off.
Oh, I jumped ahead.
You got what?
I jumped ahead of you a little bit.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm in the ballpark. I'm in the mix, man. Okay, now, I don't know if anybody noticed what just happened there. And I don't know why the player did it, but I think it was Heineman gave Line a little shove with his stick to get him going or out of the way. I don't know. Did
Probably
anybody
out of the
see
way.
that? Where Heineman, he gave a push that like to, hey, get in there. What does that say? Like telling Line A to hustle a little bit? Shroom Merchant. Nice. Love them shrooms. How's it going? Welcome to the channel. I think it's the first time I'm seeing you out there. All right, so we got 2:19. There's a break. 7-7 are the shots on goal. No score. And that's where we're at. In what is, a somewhat boring game so far.
Oh, get in! Oh!
I'm slightly surprised that Montreal has not scored yet.
Oh, no! It hit the pipe! Oh, I thought it was in.
Oh, Jesus. That was close. Is there another one? Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. It hits the pipe. Oh.
I thought I saw the net ripple after the shot.
No, but you saw the puck clearly. The way it hit and came back, it kind of looked like it could have been in.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, someone's about to die. Oh, jeez. Who was that for Boston that pushed Monty into the net? Fuck you. Whoever that is, fuck you.
Oh, yeah. 39? Was it number 39? Anyway, he pushes the Boston player. Monty makes the save. If you can't see this, and he just pushes him by the pads into the net a little bit. And Carrier, and I don't know who was with him, did not take that very well. So is it Mitchell? Who's number 39?
Oh, no,
I think that's who
know.
did it. Yeah, not Mitchell. Maybe it was Lauco. Oh, Wotherspoon.
No, it was Brown.
No. Oh.
And then Lauco. I didn't know who.
Oh, yeah. Okay, they're at the Boston net. Here it is.
Yeah, Carrier and Anderson said, don't do that ever again.
You're right. It was Brown.
I didn't know who was on the ice. I didn't know if Arbor was out there. That's why I was like, uh-oh, someone's about to die.
Oh, well, next face-off that they're out together.
If Arbor was out there, I think he probably would have killed Brown. Like, he would have just one-punched him in the face.
Well, that set off a good a little bit of a melee there. Well, BL, I'm sorry, okay? I'm showing a minute 30 on the clock on my screen. They're waiting, obviously, to get everything sorted out. Andy's in the box.
Habs are on a power play.
Okay, well, Andy's in the box. So who's...
Andy and I think Lauco both went for roughing.
Slashing
another penalty for a splash.
A roughing and a slashing call for Boston and a roughing call against Montreal will go on the power play with a minute and a half left in the period. And show them. Put the puck in the net. You sons of bitches. Without Jackeye, they're going to get pushed around. They're not getting pushed around by Boston. You saw them get pushed around here? I didn't see them get pushed around.
Like Carrier and Josh Anderson about to...
Right, I didn't see them...
hell out of Lauco and Patrick Brown.
I didn't see them get pushed around here. Only one that got pushed was Monty got pushed into the net. That's it. Come on. Man, Liney, what the hell? Then he knocks the puck away, but still they're in.
Oh, that line shot almost got deflected and went in. I'll do it for the period. Nothing to nothing.
And there we go. So it will be no score after one. 30 seconds of power play time for Montreal after in the second, and we have an intermission. You guys got the floor. What do you want to talk about here? What do you think of the first? How do you think they'll do in the second? And whatever else you might want to talk about. Okay, let me lower that because I don't want to hear them. Where am I? There. Boston won that period. Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. Overall, I'm not saying I'm not going to say they won by a lot, but they were, yeah, maybe a little bit. I'm not sure what you mean, Huso. I didn't notice that, I guess. Boston coach should have at least lost his timeout when he extended the stoppage of play before the power play started. Andre, we absolutely do need this win. They can't. I'll just say that they can't leave this game without at least a point, but they need two. Okay, Joe, I still don't understand. Oh, I get it. You explained it. Yeah, but I mean, does it look like a Habs shirt, jersey? Any comments on the Roy Duclair situation in New York? I don't know exactly. Like I saw what Roy had said. When I was asked in the offseason about Duclair, if you remember what I said, no, I didn't want him, and there were reasons, and like it's like that. There you go. So nothing except I'm not really surprised. There's a reason why a guy moves around to so many teams so often. Like there's a reason for that. And what a mess it is in Vancouver. Yeah. A big mess. You got to blame, in my opinion, you got to blame that on management that they either didn't step in early enough to solve the problem that was going on in the locker room, that so it got out of hand, and I guess a lot of anger and whatever, and now you got God knows what they're going to do with it all. I see what you're saying, Husu. I didn't really notice that, to be honest. Andre, well, I kind of did. Me and Matt did. We were talking playoffs and hoping and all that. Yes, we were hoping, but we were talking about it. And then the season happened the way it did. Anyway, I'm working on a video that I was hoping to get further along. I just have to do the voice and edit. It's about that situation with the Habs right now. Mm-hmm. And if you want to read instead, you can go to my website, talking-habs.com, and it's there in the blogs. It's called what did I call it? I don't know what I called it. I'm cheering Montreal on to the playoffs. And it just talk about how they're up and down, just like stuff like that. Anyway, I thought it's my best writing, to be honest with you, for an article.
Well,
that's my best writing. So if you want to check it out, check it out over there, and let me know what you think.
Like, there's such a young team. Like, you're still gonna have those ups and downs, but I mean, just the fact that now there's a lot more ups than downs.
No, it was more.
They're in this spot is incredible.
It was kind of more me talking about how the season kind of went if either they were on a down where they were losing, or they were on an up where they were winning, and it went down, up, down, up, down. I don't know if there's another up and down, but they just came off a down of the 5-game losing streak. And then they beat Florida the 2 games. And I wrote it right after, the next day after the second Florida game. And it's just like, I can see how they're on and up. And then I went over the games that are left. where I thought they'd win, where I thought they wouldn't, whatever. And that's what I wrote about. So if you want to see it in writing, check it out on my website. And I believe there's a link in the description. And if you want to wait till the video is made, I'm going to try to get it done by tomorrow night. But I got to go shopping tomorrow. So it's going to affect. I'll be working on it in the morning and see how much I can get done. But yeah. And that's a switch. I know what I said I was working on, and I'm still working on it. But in back of my head, the targets video for the Habs is a little early. And I think that's why I'm hesitating on doing it. It's early. I got it mostly prepared. I just have, anyway, I don't know. But at least I'm working on stuff. And I thought it was a really good article. I've been having writer's block for months. And I wrote a piece about Ovi. I guess that was a week and a half. That I thought was pretty good. And then this one, I really liked it. I impressed myself, but maybe that's just because I'm biased. I don't know. Anyways, I just thought I should tell you about it if you want to read it. If you do go and read it, send me a message either by email or here after or whatever, and let me know what you thought. All right, where was I? Duclair has played on 9 teams in 10 seasons. He's on 9. I didn't even think it was that bad.
Jesus. You know, it was like even crazier though yesterday. Like I said in the group chat, like when I was on YouTube, like just rewatching the highlights from the Florida game. It's like everywhere you look, like all like the the hockey YouTube people they all called the race for Lane Hudson. Like it was like across the board. It was crazy.
Oh, he's winning that. I think
even
like
unless SDPN, like Jesse Blake put out a video, like it was like that game. It was like, all right, it's over.
No, well, it is. Unless with how many games are left, unless Michkov finds a way to score 70 points and just look awesome, and Hudson does nothing for the next 8 games. How could you, and even then, I think you still have to say it's Hudson. Personally, but how could it not be Hudson at this point? It's a record-setting season potentially. He's really close. He's already set one. Or no, he's hasn't.
I mean,
he's gonna pass.
It's not even just that.
He's gonna pass Larry
records
Murphy.
That were set some in like the 80s. Like that's crazy.
In a high scoring era. But he's gonna pass Larry Murphy's 60 assists. He's only 3 away. Like he's gonna set some records. How could you not do that? Like vote for him for the Calder, especially that he's a defenseman.
I mean, there were some people like I said, Jesse Blake, that were going as far to say like he's gonna be like the next superstar defenseman.
Yeah, it is rookie season. If you look at Makar and Quinn Hughes' rookie season, he's obliterating their numbers.
Oh yeah. So he already obliterated their numbers.
Right. So he may be better than Cale Makar. And Cale Makar is awesome, and Cale Makar is over a point a game. So anyone who thinks Lane Hudson's not going to be a point a game defenseman in 2-3 years, then you're nuts, I think.
Well, and I'm glad too that I watched Jesse Blake's video, because he put context too around that, like minus whatever he is now, 6.
Yeah.
I didn't realize he was on the ice for all 13 empty netters. Like,
well, I think that's what a lot of people don't understand is that when you're on for an empty net goal,
he's a +6, and I was like, oh no, he's good. Like,
that's right. When you're on for an empty net goal, if you're on the defensive side, you're getting a minus because it's not a power play situation.
Yeah.
So you gotta look at that. So everyone says he's not a good defensively. Yeah, I don't know what game you're watching, because the experts that I hear talking.
Because if you take those empty net goals away, his plus minus is even better than it. He's probably a positive player.
BL, he had 60 assists in his rookie season, Larry Murphy, which is a record for defensemen all time in the NHL. Lane Hudson's at 57. So when I said he's setting a record, I did say 4 assists, dude. Am I going to put out a shopping video? I don't record myself while I'm shopping, BL. I'm not one of those influencers that do that. It's not like that. Imagine quitting on your teammates with 8 games left in a playoff hunt. He must have some very serious issues away from the rink. Who we talking about now? What's his name there? Duclair? Jonathan Drew. Were you talking about Drouin? I'm not sure. No, that's true. Drouin does it not with 8 games left. 18, 28, 38. Phil, on my website, talking-habs.com, my latest blog, I just wrote one yesterday, and it's there. It's about, it's called I'm Cheering Montreal on to the Playoffs. As far as for article, it's not poetry, so don't read it if that's what you think. But it's an article. It's my best writing for that, I think. So that's all I'm saying. I'm trying to pat myself on the back, I guess. Hudson has more moves than X-Lax. He sure does. If Hudson was playing on an American team, says Huzu, I wouldn't be surprised if he was considered as the only possible Calder candidate. I wouldn't say that, but I would say that he would have been talked about as leading the Calder race a lot earlier than they are now, right? ABL, I'm just being defensive now with you. I'm sorry. 1-1 Columbus and Colorado. Go Colorado! Phil reads all content related to Habs, but you haven't read that. You haven't. And it's been out all day. Well, half a day anyway. I agree with you that I couldn't care less about what Drouin's doing, really, and I would think his issues are under control. He's not in Montreal. He doesn't have the pressure of being a Quebecer playing for Montreal, and that was the problem. I kind of think, if you look at the evidence, that was the problem. Look at this way. Without Hudson, there's no way we W last game because he picked it off blue line for Nick to score. There's no way we're in that game we got to win that game. We got a chance to win that game so we can make the playoffs. There's no way we're in that situation without Hudson here this year.
No way at all.
And I dare say if Montreal makes the playoffs and then does well, say they win a series or two. This is all speculation, so don't come at me on this. If that happens, I think MVP doesn't have to do with the playoffs. So just Montreal making the playoffs, you got to think Hudson gets some votes for the Hart, which is the most valuable player, right? To your team. And if Hudson hasn't been the most valuable player to his team, like Montreal, I don't know who on Montreal is. And I think he'd be up there with other players. I'm not saying he would win necessarily, but you got to give him some votes there. Ham, cheese, and mushroom crepes sound good, Joe. Problem for me is the crepes. I can't really eat that anymore. It depends how I eat them. BL says Sergachev, Romanov, Michkov. We let some good Russians go. I mean, look, Sergachev, it's so long ago, I'm not going to, it doesn't register for me. Romanov, you could argue with how how that situation turned out. Maybe you can argue that. But would when everybody is here, I don't think Romanov would have been here anymore. They'd had to move him. I don't think he personally, I don't know. But I'm saying that that was at the time they moved him. I do realize he is playing with on the first pairing over there with Dobson, I believe. And he's doing great. And I no knock on Romanov. So Michkov, they weren't going to take Michkov. And that's what's come out, that they weren't going to take, they had decided they were going to try to get Demidov and hope that works out. And they didn't want to take Michkov. They weren't going to. It wasn't an option, apparently. They had decided. So you can come at me with anything about Michkov, but the Habs were in agreement with me and Matt that they weren't going to pick him. So, and that's stuff that's coming out. I'm hearing it through, people who know and, the behind the scenes kind of people that know those things. It's starting to come out that this is the case. They weren't going to take Michkov. So you can laugh at that and say, well, how did they know they were going to get Demidov? They didn't. But I guess they knew they had a good chance. And then, so to me, the question isn't, how did they know they were going to get Demidov? The question is, what was it about Michkov that they said, no, we're not taking him? That's the right question. And on that note, I'm going off camera, okay? But I think that really is the right question to ask and not the other one. It was at this point where I wanted Matt to take over, but I guess he has nothing to say. Because you know why? Because everything I say, Matt just believes everything I say. I am Matt's Donald Trump. That's just how it is. And if you notice, you didn't hear him deny this. That's probably because he's not there. His mic's off and everything. So, have I seen this online? Someone asked AI to make a short comic about being the most stereotypical Quebecer. Final panel is a lumberjack saying, Tabernacle! Il y a de la merde dans ma poutine. Il y a de la merde dans ma poutine. Yeah, eventually I got it. The doo-doo in my poutine tabernacle. There's shit in my poutine tabernacle. That's what it meant. Hutstone for the heart. Hutstone? Who's that? Hudson for the heart. Are we back for the second already? That went fast. If a writer ranks his MVPs 1 to 5, Hudson is hard-pressed to get any votes. He will win the Calder, though. I didn't say as high as 5, though. I didn't give a ranking, but I said in there somewhere. Say top 10. No? For me. I'm not delusional, Biel. Somewhat, but not fully. We are underway on my screen. Habs on the power play. I'll take a power play goal here. It'd be nice. It doesn't look like they're going to get one, though. $3 trillion. I heard 30. I heard 30 trillion. And the only countries that didn't get it, by the way, Andre, is Russia and North Korea. They were left off. This I have to say for Paul. He even tariffed an island that the only inhabitants on the island are penguins. And he tariffed them. And you can't write this shit.
1-0 Devo.
Nice. What a nice. Okay, so Devo gets up from behind the net up to the slot, middle of the slot, and just fires a shot. Just no chance for Swayman on that one. So give the horn. I'll tell you what, with Devo, the way he's finishing the year, he's getting a contract from someone next year. You can register trade companies on these islands, but many do. Okay, but that still doesn't. No, I'm sorry. Anyways, listen, he didn't hit us up for much more, just a little bit. We're not all of us. We're not really we're gonna pay a price, but yeah, the crack house downstairs from me, they're gonna pay a huge price. Check your 401k starting tomorrow. But enough with politics, even though it seems to just permeate through everything we do, but well, me anyway. That Devo like with another good chance there, no? I should put the volume up on it so I could hear better. Ooh, it'd be a good idea, right? Hey, Larry, the cable guy. I hope we get the job done. I can't do anything about it though. It's too. Yeah, Paul. I said we didn't get any from yesterday. We got very little new. That's because our prime minister stood up to him, basically told him to fuck off. Two minutes into the second period, shots are 10-8 for Montreal, and it's 1-0 Montreal. One thing good for Canada, apparently, the I don't know who takes the calls, but doctors from the U.S. are calling at the rate of 100 a day to see if they can come to Canada. So all the doctors, scientists, and all those kind of brains, we're going to get a lot of them because they're going to want to leave. Come on, Caulfield, work. Look at that. Are they on a power? Oh no! How did he miss that? He hits the post, wide open net. Son of a bitch. No, it was Carrier. Oh my God, that was. How did he miss that? What's the latest on Arbor? No latest on Arbor. Habs are just going with a lineup that's winning, that's playing really well. They're trying to get to the playoffs. And that's what's happening, I think. Nice move by Hudson. That's a nice move to keep the puck in and get around that Boston player. Nothing much came of it, but still. Joe wouldn't be surprised if he can't. I mean, morons are gonna moron. The Penguins will be part of the Axis of Allies. A little bit more pace to this game now. We're 5 minutes into the second on my screen. Habs now 13-8 in the shots. Still 1-0. Go, boys, go. Keep flying. Let's add to that score. Geez, Heidemann took a big push there. He's getting up slowly. The hell is that about? Boom. Say, oh. Was that Pizzetta? Pizzetta got too close to Swayman, I guess. After he made a save, a little pushing and shoving, nothing much. Is Arbor going to play again soon? I imagine when somebody I don't know. I don't know the answer to that, to be honest. I imagine he will. But the team is winning, and they're playing some really good hockey. I don't blame him for not wanting to change anything until he needs to. Because who are you going to sit? They're all playing pretty good. Who are you going to sit on D? Plus, you can't argue with the results. They took Arbor out. They've won. It's not like they've lost or gotten beat up or anything like that. A physical team like who? Boston? Boston's not that team anymore, though, really. They're not. And tonight, Kastelik's not there. Like, they're not that team. I don't think there was a need to put Jack Eye in, especially if they didn't against Florida last game. Hey there, Tony. He'll play when there's a need to put him in. In the meantime, he's still got work to do on his game, so that's what he's doing. He's practicing and he's working at getting better for when they call on him again. They're going for a commercial break. 1-0. It's 12:50 left in the second, and they're going for commercial. Arbor is taking the demotion on the chin. He keeps quiet and works with Robida harder and longer than the rest. He's all in with the team and displays an impeccable attitude and work ethic. And that's 100% right. So that's what. So the point being for me, there's nothing to be really upset about. They're not ruining Arbor. Everything's fine, and Arbor's not taking it bad. He's not angry or anything. He understands what's going on. And like if they take out Savard, they take out Savard, then they got a kind of a hole on the right side. They don't have a right side red shot guy there. Savard is the best penalty killer on the team. There's reasons why they're not taking him out. And then anybody want to say, well, play Arbor at forward? No. Besides, Pizzetta has, he hasn't played a lot, but he hasn't been bad. I 'Cause, 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 ' Colorado 2-1 over Columbus. Go Colorado. Add to that score. What a goal by Suzuki. I thought that play looked familiar. Ooh. As far as the Rangers go, I mean, if the Habs win, they stay ahead. And we have a game in hand. So, although we're giving that up tonight, but I think get it back tomorrow, I think. So, as long as they can keep winning, then it doesn't matter what the other teams do, but they have to end up ahead of the Rangers because Rangers win on regulation wins. And I'm not sure about Columbus on that, if they do, but anyways, Montreal has kind of control over their destiny, as they say, right? And that's by winning the games that they should win in the remaining 8. If they do that, they should be in. If, as they project, that it's going to take 88 points to get in. But, man, it's a tight race. It's going to be right down to the wire. Watch and see. We're not going to find out till the second last game of the season. Chicago or Carolina game. And I'm hoping it's the Chicago game. They beat Chicago, and that cements their, clinches their spot. And it doesn't matter what happens against Carolina. Who won the series between Columbus and the Habs? I do not know the answer to that. Not offhand. It doesn't matter in this case because they don't play again. And only one of them is going to make the playoffs, so they wouldn't play in the playoffs, so it doesn't matter. And before the Florida game, of all the teams in the running, Montreal had the easiest next 5 games. And then the 2 hard games, or the 1 hard game in that they won, the Florida game. If they can win here, then that's 2 of 5 down. I like their chances. Doesn't mean they're going to do it, but I like their chances. No game is easy, but man, games like the last 2 with Florida, come on, doesn't compare to this. Larry, go Devils. Why go Devils? Just curious. Blue Jackets don't play until the weekend. Then who's playing tonight? I thought the Jackets were playing. They're playing tonight. So then they don't play again till the weekend. But the weekend, neither does Montreal. Montreal's got back-to-backs on the weekend. It's Thursday, so the weekend's not far away, dude. Next Rangers game is against the next Rangers game is against the Devils. Gotcha. I got it. I don't think it's possible. As tight as this race is, I don't see how the Habs could back in. You're gonna have to win some games to get in. I don't see how they're gonna back in. It's too tight a race. It's not like 2024 where they had, they started out well, I think, in that season. And then they kind of backed in and that they weren't playing well. They weren't winning a lot of games at the end and got in because of the way the setup was. That's not how it's going here. Playoffs start on the 17th. Really? On the Thursday? You sure about that? I kind of thought it would be the Saturday. They'd give a day or two in between. Friday and Saturday, maybe. No, I hope it's the West that starts on Thursday. One timer. Caulfield could not get that at all. .845 to go in the second, by the way, on my screen. Shots are 20-8 now for Montreal. Still only 1-0, though. Man, puck got grease on it? .759 to go. Offside by the Bruins. 21-8 are the shots, man. Not often we see Montreal out shooting on a team that much. April 17th is so night 20th. April 20th is Easter. 21st, Easter Sunday. 22nd, Easter Monday. Got it? Easter, we celebrate the resurrection of Christ with chocolate eggs that are delivered by a rabbit, which makes sense. I mean, it just makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? We need the next goal. Why? We're up by 1. I mean, we don't need the next goal. Unless there's a goal coming up, and I don't know yet. Well, nice there, Joe. Sounds like fun. Well, is that a penalty? That's not a penalty. Delay a game. No. How? Best record versus divisional opponent. Yeah, Montreal's record against the top four teams in the Adams. Where the fuck did that come out? In the Atlantic, they're 10-3 against the top four teams in the Atlantic. So sign of things to come. Sign of the times as Montreal gets better.
Yes, sir.
Big hit there. Big hit. Could have been worse.
Oh, it's Lysell too that got nailed.
Just because Boston's hanging around Montreal doesn't mean they need the next goal. Be great if they get it. Don't get me wrong, but there's a difference when you're up by one, right? Haven't I seen South Park explain it? It's because St. Peter, the first pope, was a rabbit. Yeah. It's the only thing that makes sense, right? And then you got to figure out how did they get eggs from a rabbit? What kind of rabbits did they have back in the day? I don't know. Yeah, agricultural shows are actually pretty fun. I used to live in the country. We lived on a farm.
Oh, Gooley's in a fight.
And yeah, the fair every year. It was fun to see all that agricultural stuff. Fight, fight, fight! Ooh, there's some big hits there. No, he wrestled Kepke to the ground anyway. There was a couple of good punches thrown there on both from both guys. Jesus.
Oh yeah.
By the way, he went to the locker room. You saw him go because he's going to get a 10 here, probably, right? And it's 6:20 left, so he ain't coming back for the period.
I don't know what he get it. What for the instigator?
No, he'll get a 10 for fighting. No, 5.
5 for fighting.
Well, then why did he go down to the locker room?
I don't know. He's fine. Probably just something with his gear.
Yeah, it could be. His sweater was torn, so he went to get a new sweater. That could be it.
Yeah, very possible.
I doubt he got re-injured.
Yeah, I doubt it. He's fine. Oh, Caulfield just mishandled that. We'll go Sues. Caulfield scored! Yeah, baby.
Hang on. I didn't see it yet.
Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful.
Caulfield with his 35th. Yeah. Yeah, Caulfield, 5 more to 40. 5 more in 7 games after this. You think he makes it? I'm not sure. I'm hoping. No mistake about that one.
Nope. Suzuki's at 80 points now in the year.
Yeah, that's number 80 for Suzuki. 2 more, and he's got his point per game season locked up.
Caulfield ties his career high in points, too.
Does he? Yeah. So what's that now for him?
65.
That was 65. I wasn't sure if I was thinking 75 for some reason. 35 and 30 for Caulfield. Oh, by the way, who was it, Paul? You got the next goal like you wanted. They got it. And Boston has their last 9 games that they've lost all of them. They have scored 2 goals. They've scored more than 2 goals only twice in those, Boston. So pretty much one more goal by Montreal, it almost locks it up. Almost. Most points by a Habs since Kovalev back in 2008 when he had 84 for the season. I think with 7 games after this one, I think Suzuki's going to pass Kovalev's 84. Anyways, not to get ahead of it because this game is not over yet. Some good action here, back and forth.
Oh, yeah.
This time, good action, not just, there's stuff happening. Crowd's into it, man. Go Habs go. They are shouting. That's what my dog just said. Let's go Habs go. She's cheering on the Habs. Okay, Ray, stop cheering on the Habs. .245 left here in the second, by the way, so almost done. 22-10 shots on goal, favor Montreal. 2-0 Montreal.
Oh, Jesus, that puck took a weird bounce off the boards. Was it Swayman
How
off
did
the
you
ass
get
and went
that?
in?
Oh my God! Laugh.
That hit him
Or
off the
Nick.
ass and almost went in.
Laugh. Yeah, it was close. But that was
That
really
was
good
funny.
pressure by Montreal there. Like, really good pressure.
Slavkovsky chirping. He's like, you suck. You suck. You suck.
Who was it that almost that man had an open net again and they were so close?
No, Elliot, going back to this good. Great pass by Suzuki to set Caulfield up. Great
that
pass.
was. Yeah. The toe drag totally fooled them. Oh, lobster. That would go good tonight. Too bad. I'm not having lobster. Slav not taking shit no more. Not in general. Anyway, that guy was half his size. It seemed like two. You prefer prawns? I'll eat prawns too. No, I'm not. But I mean, they're just showing lobster on a commercial. That's why I said lobster. I'm having chicken breasts, broccoli, and a baked potato. That's what I'm having. But I saw the lobster and I thought, well, that'd be good. I haven't had lobster in, I think, it's been a while. Which I never loved. I never liked as a kid. Never liked lobster as a kid. Would not eat it. And as an adult, oh, I like lobster. Newark comes up with that. Wow. Newark so fast. Last minute of play. Yeah, Paul, I know you guys got lots of lobster there. Depending where you live, Huzu, lobster is overpriced. But where Paul is, I don't think it is overpriced. But here it is. Yeah, I mean, a little outside my budget. Too fast for, I don't know about that, though. He gets in there, he gets the puck over the line. He's really fast and can carry the puck with that speed. That's the good thing. 36 seconds left there. Just taking its time to finish the period because there's a lot of whistles. Larry said hi. You're ignoring him.
How we doing? I don't have the chat up on my screen right now.
Oh, okay, that's why.
I apologize. Ooh, Wayne Hudson blew an edge there, walking the blue line.
$9 for a lobster, not a pound, right? Off the boat. Live from the ocean, it's lobster night.
That's the end of 2. 2-0.
2-0
period.
after 2. Montreal leading. Yeah. And I think the third period is not usually very kind to the Bruins lately. So I think I like Montreal's chances to win here. I think that's what I'm trying to say. Columbus and Colorado tied up at 2. Western Australia is best for lobster over Eastern, like the Maritimes here in Canada. Really? I wouldn't know anyway. Like, what can I say? I don't eat lobster a lot. I mean, I haven't in my life ever like had like a lot of lobster, but and when I was young and they used to, our family used to eat it often enough. I didn't like it, so there was no way I was eating lobster. I'd eat shrimp. And now when I'm thinking when saying lobster, in my head I'm craving shrimp and I think it's shrimp in lobster sauce. Oh, that's good stuff. There was a restaurant here. It's no longer here. That made so good. Okay, Joe, I wasn't sure. I'm just I was just trying to brag for Canada. You know how it is. Anyway, we got an intermission here, so if you want to keep me talking, talk to me in the chat. Simple. I don't like crab, Huzu. Yeah, I don't like crab. I'm crabby enough anyway. It's kind of like, it's almost like cannibalism for me. I'm such a crab. Just joking. I thought crab was very popular. So, don't know why people wouldn't fish for them. But the price is lower, so not as lucrative. Makes sense, I guess.
You don't fish for crabs, you crab for crabs.
You crab for crabs. You're right. And you lobster for lobster. Do you shrimp for shrimp?
Yeah.
Yeah? Can only shrimps? Shrimp for shrimp? Johnny Cash, I don't know what you're asking. Is that how you write salmon? They don't fish for crabs anyway. They catch them in nets, don't they? Or in traps?
Yep.
So we're going to talk about seafood. I'm on a seafood diet. I see food and I eat it. What kind of fish do I like best? I'm not a big fish eater at all. So in general, I don't eat fish. I don't like scallops either, Paul. But I love shrimp and I love lobster. Is that okay? Oh, that's who this coach here is on the panel. Don Granato. Is that Tony Granato's brother? You like snapper? Yeah, I mean, a girl should like a snapper. That's a bad joke. Sorry about that. Yeah, no, I don't eat fish. My parents, when I was younger, they used to eat a lot of snapper.
I'm very picky when it comes to seafood. Like I like crab, I like swordfish, and I like salmon. That's really it.
So you don't like lobster?
It's the weirdest thing. I can eat crab. I can't eat lobster.
Yeah, I like lobster. I don't like crab. Well, then they should be fishing them at least. I mean, if they're edible, they should be fishing for those or crabbing for those things there, Huzu, don't you think? Columbus took the lead. No. Listen, if Montreal wins tonight, doesn't matter if Columbus wins. Yeah, I could eat I like shrimp. But the shrimp rings, they're usually too small. I don't really like eating the small shrimps. I like them the 1620 or bigger. I never had flying fish. Nope. I never had flying fish. How do you catch them there? You got to get it on an airplane? And what the flying fish, what airline do they like? Just curious. Anyways, guys are making me hungry. And I still got what? We've got 45 minutes probably till the game ends. And then for me to cook and then eat. I've got a good hour and a half to 2 hours before I'm going to eat. So, and I have to eat before midnight. I cannot eat after midnight. I used to have so much trouble doing that. By the way, so I'm on this new sort of diet, I guess. So I'm intermittent fasting, which I've tried before, but I couldn't keep up with that. But I've learned how to eat properly a lot better, and I'm not having any trouble with the intermittent fasting, except one day because I've forgotten I ate at 1 o'clock. I ate something small, but just ate something, and it screwed me up, and I was hungry. But usually I don't get hungry till about 1 now. So, and I have a lot more energy. So it's working out pretty good. Now I just have to start exercising because you can't. The only place, like, I look fat, I'm not really, but because I can't lose around here, the hard spot, especially my age, to lose. So I have to work out. I got to start. You're now craving seafood. The reason you're hungry after eating again is your insulin is up. And that I learned that when your insulin is high, which mine must have been high all the time, when your blood level is high, your sugar. So your insulin is activated and it makes you hungry. So when I intermittent fast and I don't eat after midnight, When I wake up in the morning, I'm not hungry, and I don't get hungry till maybe around noon, 12:30. I start to get hungry, which is fine because I can eat at 2. It's weird. So after 2 weeks now, it's probably a little more of doing that. I'm getting used to it, and anyways, it's it's going to be good for me. It'll keep me a little bit healthier, considering I'm a diabetic, and I eat very, very little sugar now, and no white bread. I don't eat white bread. I'm going to have a baked potato today, but I'm going to eat the broccoli, at least half of it first, then have some chicken, and then work in the baked potato near the end, and that'll keep from the baked potato, having the baked potato spike my blood sugar. Learn how to eat your food. Very important. Anyway, I'm just learning, so. Mercury levels in fish is bad. From what I'm hearing, you shouldn't eat fish more than twice a week because of the mercury levels. I'd love to eat Chinese food again, but I don't know. Chinese food is like, I could eat it again, obviously, like the odd time, but it's not designed to be healthy for me. I love Chinese food, but I can't think of a way I could eat it that I wouldn't get a blood sugar spike, like a bad one. So, and I'm trying to be good about it. So I don't want to break my routine now. Me, when I break a routine like that, if I get into one, and then I don't get back to it. So I'm going to try to stay on this for as long as I can. You can psychologically taste and smell seafood. Okay, I get that actually. So yeah. I've never had a tuna steak, to be honest. I eat tuna, like I'll, canned tuna, make sandwich and whatever, but I've never had tuna as like that, in that way. Lucas likes his shrimp small. The big ones hurt. What do you mean by that? Why do they hurt? 9 o'clock, people. Imagine the Columbus game. They're just like us after 2. No, the game's not over. You talking like an Ozempic thing, David? Is that what you're talking about? I'm not going to inject something every time I eat. No, that's fine. I'd rather learn how to eat properly than having to stick needles in me just so I could eat something. Yeah, it's not just that, right? With a lot of Chinese food, Asian cuisine, you get, especially in North America, you get there's a lot of sugar and stuff in the sauces and stuff like that. And that's what I meant. It's not that I couldn't eat Chinese food. I'd have to make it myself, which I can. And so that it's not as bad as in a restaurant. It's not that I can't eat from, like, I can. It's just I'm trying not to do things like eat foods on purpose, knowing it's gonna spike my blood pressure, my blood sugar, and not try to avoid that. now that I have it in my head about how to eat and all that. So that's all it is. But it was funny because I think it was yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. I've told you I got writer's block. So I wrote this article that I was talking about to go read, right? I wrote that yesterday. But I was in a weird mood and I couldn't get to writing. So I thought I have all these edibles here, some gummies. So I thought, well, I'll try and see if that helps me. So I took 60 milligrams, 2 pieces. And as I'm eating it, I realized, wait, it's too early in the day. That's going to screw up my intermittent fast and all that. Anyway, whatever. I did it. And it did it helped me write. I set an alarm. I said at 11:30, I think it was for 11:30, I'm going to write whatever. I'm going to write something. So, and I did. I wrote a whole article. So, anyways, I don't know why I got into that. Yeah, Joe, I make stir fries myself too. Matter of fact, I found a recipe on Facebook, oddly, from a site. I guess I'm part of a group that. Oh, I copied it down. I think I'm gonna do that this weekend. I don't have any peppers, and I got to go get a couple of things for it. So otherwise, I'd have made it tonight. Cod is basically cod is like a white fish, and you can do a lot of things with cod. I like it for fish and chips, cod. So I'll eat fish like that. I'm just gonna. It's time for me to. You miss cod? Why can't get cod? Oh, freshly caught in Ireland. Nice. Yeah, I'll buy that sometimes and make my own fish and chips, but I can't really do that anymore because I don't want to be deep frying anything or using frying in oil too much anymore. Who's just playing a fishing game on his PC while we're talking? They kiss the cod and drink screech in Newfoundland. Kiss the cod. And back in the day, didn't some Newfoundlanders didn't they marry the cod? Here's the old wife there. Cod is morue in French. I didn't know that. Honestly, I didn't know that that was the name of it in French. Why would I know? I've never seen that. That's weird. Lobster is Omard. I imagine it's Omar, like you say Savar, not Savard. They're just about back now for the third. Just about to drop the puck on me screen. And here we go. Nope. And now we're underway. Now, as I said earlier, Boston has trouble in the third. I think they have trouble scoring and they give up a lot of goals in the third. Colorado ties it up 3-3. Go, Avs, go. in Afghanistan. I don't think they have too much lobster there, right? Colorado 4-3. Nice. Go Colorado. Come on, boys. Careful here. Come on, Cole. He did not hit the net there. The ice is fast or the players are fast, Paul? Come on. Caulfield's a fast skater, man. He doesn't have the speed of Newhook, but he's fast.
Well, Swayman didn't get a piece of that. That was going posting in.
What, the Caulfield shot? I thought that went wide. Swayman got a piece of it? Okay, I didn't see it.
Tip of his glove.
I thought it was wide all the way. Puck went over the glass. Minute and a half in to the third period. Excuse me. That came up suddenly. Shots are 24-13 now for Montreal. It's 2-0 Montreal. Is Gooley back? I don't know the answer to that, to be honest with you. I think so. But I don't know. I didn't hear anything about them saying that, but my volume is low. I should put that up. Oh, hear what's happening. Has anybody noticed Gooley out there?
Galley ripped it. 3-0.
Boom. Did he ever rip that?
He's out there right now.
Top of cheese. Galley from the low slot. Swayman had no chance on that one. 3-0 Montreal. Oh, yeah, he had the horn. That sounded like a dead cow, huh? Jesus. Galley. I thought he got the first one. I don't care. He got the third one. Now, nothing about the Bruins game says to me they're going to score 3 goals. So I definitely like Montreal's chances now to win this game. Hey, Thomas. Galley definitely rejuvenated this season. He really seems like he's been rejuvenated, eh?
Mm.
They're doing the Ole Ole song. Paul, what, 19? That's his 19th goal, Gally? Is that what it is? Or that Gally looks like he's 19? Ah, who was that? Rang it off the post. God damn it. I thought I heard him say Heineman. Yeah, it was Heineman. Yeah, there's Gooley. Gooley's out. He's out on the ice.
Yeah, he's out there for Galley's goal.
Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't notice that, but Paul had asked it if we seen him. So Gooley, okay. Well, look, Laine actually completed a pass. That's amazing. Montreal takes a penalty. I didn't see it. Tripping call for Sevar. So Habs go on to PK. That is Boston's first power play. Am I right? No, second one, right? Yeah, Thomas, we got the we're getting updates all night. Go Avs go. That was weak, terribly weak. I honestly I didn't see it. If they show the replay, I missed it. Wasn't paying attention there. Armia and Evans wasting time. Come on, Andy. Andy's got Evans shot. Galley's antidote to aging is marry a young girl and have a baby.
Jesus, Swayman's got an 892 save percentage on the year.
Yep.
Youch.
Yep. Hold out of camp. That'll help.
I mean, this
Said
Beast
no
team
one.
is bad though. Like they're hard to watch. Like they can't score.
Nope.
They can't do anything. I don't know. I think it's gonna take more than just like a hard retool.
Oh yeah, I think
they're
Cavs
blocking out of his friggin' mind.
I think Cavs are delusional on that, but yeah.
Like Like other than David Pasternak, like everyone else on the team are like third liners.
Yep. And they don't have much in the cupboard. He
said in the group chat the other day that he said Lindholm wasn't meant to move the needle. Then why are you paying him $7.75 million?
Exactly. That's a guy paid to do some needle moving. Paul Swayman did not get 12 million. Got 8. 8.25, or what did he get, Swayman? 8.5? Did Swayman get 8.5? Anyway, he got over 8, so it's not 12. I mean, if Swayman got a $12 million contract, that's what he's being paid. Like, you got to fire Sweeney, like, you know? $12 sounds like 8. Okay. If 12 sounds like 8, and you owe me like $8, give me 12 instead. Sounds like it. Chicago Joe. How's it going, Joe? Good game so far. Let's close this out. I mean, I'm not going to say, I guarantee they're going to close it out because BL might be listening. But, I mean, I can't see them not. But still, got to get through the period. They by 8.25 still is right. 8.25. From the looks of it, after like the first season, an overpayment. But he missed the training camp. He missed preseason. That I knew that wasn't going to do well. Why did they change the stick on the guy that he got that stick? What the hell was that about? He held them hostage. They lowballed him too. But yeah, I mean, in the end, for himself, it was a bad decision to stay, to hold out. And I said it when he came back. Players do that to get injured or have bad seasons. He's having a bad season. You could see that happening.
Canadiens really took control this third period too.
Yeah, third period has not been good for the Bruins. Now this is like a cut down Bruins team. $11 minutes to go here in the third. Matt Laine cannot pass the puck. I'm telling you that. What is that?
You got to work on that practice a little bit.
Seriously though, he can't make a pass. But if he's bad enough forward, but a backhand pass is deadly by him. He can't make them.
Yeah.
I don't get that, That's something he needs to work on, is passing in practice. He needs to work on that. Welcome back there, BL. You got an ice pellet storm. Nice. No worries. Hey, Larry, no worries. I wish I could eat now, but anyway, it won't be long. 5-3 Colorado. Go Colorado. Keep going. Keep going. Laine's not paid to pass. I get it. Oh, he's not overpaid to pass. He's overpaid to score. Montreal didn't sign the contract with him, so not much we can do. But it's just he can't pass. And I don't mean like to criticize him, and I don't hate him or anything like that. Just it
Dude,
surprises me.
it's fair. I mean, he can't pass.
Yeah, it surprises me though that
You
he's that
you
bad
can
of a
rip it
passer.
with the best of them, though.
It just listen, he scored the way he scores makes up for it, but it just I'm surprised. He's been in the league for a number of years. What 8 years now? You'd think his passing would get better. And if it has gotten better, how bad was it before? Yikes. It's funny. We were supposed to get some like 5 centimeters of snow last night, and then like all kinds of rain on all day. We got like maybe a centimeter of snow, and then the rain wasn't as bad. And yeah, it wasn't that bad here. And then the rest of the day today was just beautiful. Tomorrow is supposed to be pretty nice as well. So we're getting out of it. We're getting out of it. Line A is a great passer. It's the guy that he's passing to doesn't get it. No, now you're absolutely wrong. You watch what I'm saying. Watch him better. Line A is not a good passer. He probably misses on about 70% of his passes and like badly. And yeah, it just surprises me. That's all. I'm happy with his goal scoring though. So hey. Ooh, sorry, I didn't mean to burp. It's minus 13 there, BL. Why are they singing country roads? Why? The fuck is that about? Club save Monty. Paul, I think it's yeah. Never snows there, right? I can't see them getting snow. Although what he's talking about with climate change, I imagine. Our weather here, temperature wise, like up and down, up and down, up and down. Crazy. I've never seen it so up and down. Toronto yesterday had snow like that. Well, yeah, we had some. I guess they got it worse than we did. This is the most we've outshot? No, not in 4 years. 28-15 the shots. It's not that huge. It might be the most this year. Even that, I don't think so. 7:39 left in this game. I'm going to say in this game, and I don't see how Boston's coming back from this. Nobody in Canada ever catches a train to go see snow. You don't have to go far to go see snow in Canada. Just look out your window. I'm not even looking at your comment, Paul, because now if they don't get it, it's your fault. You're not supposed to say that. So if the Bruins score, blame Paul. Anyway, still nice here. I got my windows like half opened. So for this time of night, I should be really cold. I can barely feel it. So it's still pretty nice here. BL, I have not. I've seen it there and I thought about it. I will if you're telling me I should. And if you have you checked out Mobland? Check out Mobland, starring Tom Hardy and oddly Pierce Brosnan, and he's pretty good in it. Anyways, check it out. One episode out. I watched it last night. But Gangs of London, I've seen it there on the. I don't know what platform or channel it's on, but I can get it on my site where it's sort of legal. No, it's not. Yeah, I'll probably check it tonight because I don't know if I have anything to watch tonight. Paul, Paul, Paul. That's your fault. That's your fault that they scored, Boston.
All.
How'd that even go in? Oh, the puck came out over there.
That and Pasternak was kind of laying on Montembeau.
I should send Paul away for 5 minutes for that, shouldn't I? Why will mosquitoes get in? First of all, there's none this year, and you've heard of screens? You've heard of screens on windows? I have screens on my windows. Why are you saying sorry to Matt? I say sorry to everybody because that's your fault. They scored, broke the shutout. Mobland, it's on Apple TV. If you're watching it like on where it is, that's all I know. That's not where I watched it. I'm tempted, BL. I'm tempted. But no, I'm not going to. It's Paul. I didn't see any interference myself. I didn't. Who's who? 6:22 to go. 3-1 now. So not like now. You don't want to give up another goal. You don't want to do that. Not with this much time left. Yeah, he deserves a 10-minute misconduct for that. I was tripping right there. Come on. Pizzetta got tripped. It doesn't matter if you said the score would be 3-2. We're up 3-0. It's near the end of the game. You don't say the word shutout in referring to our team. You don't. I called it 6-3. You didn't see me saying anything about the shutout. It's just one of those unwritten rules. Is it really your fault? No, but we're going to say it's your fault.
It's all in good fun. But yeah, it's one of those unwritten rules.
Come on, boys. Go get that one back. Ottawa beat Tampa 2-1. Interesting.
Yep.
Wow, Galley put that on goal from where he was. That's something.
It looked like he was like mid-fall too.
Oh. I mean, I couldn't catch up to that. You were bad. I put you a 5-minute once. Who's who? I don't remember that. No, I'm not going to give Paul. Listen. I'm mostly bugging him.
We're just messing with Paul.
I mean, you don't do what he did, but in the long run, it's not him that made them score. Just I want to bug him about it. That's all. But don't worry, Paul. Just don't do that again. That's all. Oh, they just pulled the goalie. So 2:57 left. Swayman is out. Shots are 29-18. Montreal, and they're up 3-1. Montreal is. I mean, I don't think they're going to get another goal here, or that they can get two. But it's not like it's never happened before. Where was the goalie interference?
I mean, Pasternak he went in, lost his footing, and he fell on Montembeault.
Yeah, I don't think that makes for goalie interference.
Yeah.
And he didn't fall on him. He slid into him. I don't see how that would have affected Monty's ability to make a save on the other side. So I don't think there was goalie interference there at all.
No, me neither. Fine.
BL is going to insist that it was Paul's fault, which is fine. But he's going to give you a pass because of your last name. That's fair. Oh, you know what? Who's who? I kind of think I remember that, oddly. I kind of think I remember that. Like, now that you mention it there and then describe it, it rings a bell. Anyways, listen, it was a timeout. Like you said, you're still here. And timeouts aren't like, oh, well, that's it, you're done. Sometimes it is just to stop whatever's going on or give you a warning, like, hey, stop it or you will get. No, banning someone who, especially who's a regular here, for life like that, that would take something big for you to do. I wouldn't do that unless you really did something bad. When I do that to other people that come in because they're not regulars and they're here acting idiots, I don't like that. Anyway, so Paul, don't worry about it. Now for Aiken, I don't know. I guess Aiken couldn't take the fact that I gave him a 5-minute last night. But he was kind of telling me that the thing about Fowler, because he knows better than I do. And yet, in the end, I was right. So anyway, I gave him the 5-minute because I didn't
Bruins
feel like being talked to like that last night. So anyway. 2.5 minutes icing call as Montreal came close to an empty netter there. No, don't worry. You're also a regular here. I think at the time you were new to the. Am I right? But I mean, even like now, you're obviously a regular. I'm not gonna. I'd probably give you a verbal warning before I would do anything. And the only people here that I have to ban are idiots that come in. They've never been here before and they do stupid things. That's it.
Suzuki, empty netter. That's the ball game.
Nick Point Suzuki number 81 for Suzuki. I think there's no doubt Suzuki's a point a game guy. So that's why I gave you the 5-minute, because you were brand new. Probably in doing that, now if that happened, I would just say, like, don't do that, or I will give you it. So another win for Montreal. That puts them to 81 points as well. Suzuki got 81 points. The Habs have 81 points in 2 minutes. His 26th goal of the season. 1 goal, 1 assist, and he's probably going to get the first star. Actually, someone's saying something good about Matheson. Nice. BL, I was saying Devo opened the scoring, and I said that then he's earned a contract somewhere. He is definitely getting signed somewhere. And not like a tryout, right? Because he probably would have got a tryout and maybe work his way onto a team. He's going to get a contract from this. He's played really well in at least the last third of the season for sure. 18 minutes left in the Columbus game, and the Avs up 5-3. Still a lot of hockey left to go there. So, last minute of play in the game in the third period. Hudson got shut out tonight. Yeah. Listen, it's going to happen, right? It's going to happen. He's not going to score every game, point every game. But he also didn't he just come off of 2 or 3 3-point nights? Not a surprise that he didn't get a point tonight, to be honest with you. Who's that windy? I don't think it's that windy here. I would hear that. Anyway, wonder why there. Devo, you know what? That's not that bad of an idea because they need centers there. So Devo would he sign there? I imagine he would if especially if they're the only team that comes calling. Baby, was it only 2? I thought it might have been 3 3-point nights, but still, you come off 2 3-point nights, you're probably going to have a night where you don't get any. Habs win the game. Go, Habs, go. Nice. So it doesn't matter what happens with Columbus. I'd rather Columbus lose, but we stay ahead. Have a good one, BL. As always, have a good night, buddy. Thanks for being here. Yeah, awesome. Isn't that awesome, though? That's winning a game that they should. And, Habs a lot of times don't do that. This is something that they've got to correct. And if they want to make the playoffs, they're going to have to win the games that they should going forward. Right? Like the next 2 on the weekend, back-to-back. Doesn't matter if it's back-to-back and they have to be at home and then on the road. You got to beat Philly and you got to beat Nashville. My opinion. You got to do it. You're singing a Doors song? This is the end, my friend. I like the Doors. You know what? I wasn't a big Doors fan till I think I was. It might have been 15, maybe 16, and I read the biography on Jim Morrison. I can't remember what it was called, to be honest with you. And yeah, and I started listening to the Doors a lot more, and yeah, I like the Doors a lot. Avs 6-3. So, hey, Mary Jo, good to see you out there. Been a while. It's good that I'm glad the Jackets lost because a little separation between Montreal now and the Jackets. If I'm correct, that gives us 4 points separation. They have a game in hand. So now, if they win the game in hand, well, they're still 2 points behind. So I like that.
Actually, 2 games in hand. Oh no, yep, a game in hand. I lied. I missed.
Yeah, Larry, I think that is it. Now, remember, it was in the very early 80s that I read that. Probably 81. So that's yeah. And I think you're right. It's they made the movie a long time after. Anyways, probably that was the book. Born to be a Hab, I absolutely believe that. Playoffs, here we come. We're not out of the woods yet, though, because there's New York. We have a game in hand on them, although not now. But we're 2 points ahead of them, so that's good. but it's still really tight. So there's no room for letdown by Montreal, and they need to have the attitude where got to win every night until such time as they clinch that spot. Val Kilmer didn't just pass away recently; he passed away yesterday, I believe, or the day before, but I think yesterday. Yeah, Chicago's okay. There's a couple of songs I really like. Saturday in the Park, like for me, great song, one of my all-time favorite songs. But other than that, from Chicago, I recently saw a video. They're old, and they're playing Saturday in the Park, and I just thought, I mean, it was good, but it was also a little ridiculous too. But I mean, yeah, whatever. But I love that song. Hey, Paul. Good night. See you next time, buddy. No predicting shutouts or not next time. Remember that. Have a good one there, Paul. All right, I think I'm going to take off too because I got to eat and I got to cook and I'm hungry and it's almost 10. So I got a time limit on when I can eat. So I don't want to go past that. Let me just turn this here the screen off, and then I'll be with you guys. All right, so I'm back. 14 minutes to go in what? The Columbus game? Is it still that? I'm not really worried about that now. So I'll be back on Saturday, and Matt says he'll be back as well. It's Philadelphia. Alex and Eric from the Gonna Flyer Pod are supposed to join us for that. So hopefully you guys will as well. And then on Sunday, it is they're in Nashville. There's a possibility tomorrow night I'm going to do the Washington game in case Ovi gets the record or ties the record. I'm not 100% sure, so don't. As BL said, I'm not guaranteeing it, but it's a possibility. And that's all I got for you guys. Hopefully I get my video out and look for that. And that's it. Have a great night. Thanks for being here. As always, we really do appreciate that. And give a thumbs up if you haven't yet, or subscribe if you haven't yet already. And that's it. Till next time, stay safe. Peace out. And we'll see you soon. All right.
Habs go.
Go Habs go. And ciao, everybody. As soon as I find how I can get out. Ciao, everybody. Thanks for watching. If you like this, give a thumbs up, leave a comment, and please share this video.